Okay, so today we'll go into chapter 14 or chapter 2 of Sem 3. This is concerning the title of the chapter is probability. And actually you already encountered probability, I think, in your high school during your SPM years. And probability basically is what? Probability itu is like contohnya like how many possible outcomes divided by the total outcomes. Contohnya like for example if okay, what is the probability? So the coin, what is probability of getting heads? Okay, so we know coin ada dua je, sama ada the heads or tails. So probability of getting heads would be head outcome dia satu, all of semua outcome adalah 2. So probability of getting head is 1/2. So probability tu maksudnya what is possible over dengan what is total. Okay, so let's go straight into the chapter. Okay, so first thing we are going to learn is we are going to find the number of possible outcome. Belum probability lagi, baru possible outcome. Okay, so there are 6 ways to find multiplication rule, tree diagram or addition rule, and then under permutation there's 3 ways to find, and under combination there's 1 way to find. Actually you don't need to know dia adakah dia permutation or combination, you just need to know how to use a situation in which you have to use yang mana satu of the formula, and most of the time it's based on the question. Sometimes dia adalah multiplication rule and then tambah ni, and then yang ni lepas tu darab yang ni darab yang ni, and so on. Okay, so first I'm going to go to multiplication rule, and then I'll go to addition rule, and then I'll go to this one, n factorial, and then I'll go to this one, NPR, and then I go to this combination formula. Lastly, baru I go to this one. Okay, they're easier to explain that way. So let's first go to multiplication rule. So multiplication rule, if a task consists of a sequence of choices in which there are p ways to make the first choice, or outcomes, q ways to make the second choice, and etc., then the task can be done in p times q times r different ways. So we look at by example, ni ways of first choice, ways of second choice. Let's look by example. A coin is tossed once, following by a roll of dice. Find the number of different outcome. So a coin, so maksudnya dia akan toss coin dulu, baru dia roll of dice. A coin toss would be your first event. So maybe I will let it be P. I will let P be the coin toss, and then Q be the roll of dice. So we know coin toss ada dua, sama coin ada sama ada heads or tail. Therefore ada 2 outcomes. P adalah 2. From the coin toss, and then from the roll of dice we know there's 6 face, so there's 6 outcomes, and therefore number of different outcomes for this whole event, coin toss followed by a roll of dice, is just P times Q, 2 times 6, which is 12 outcomes. Okay, easy. Next, example 4.3b. So we start with a coin toss, and then we followed by a roll of dice, and then followed again by a coin toss. So means coin toss ada 2, roll of dice ada 6 outcome, and then follow again maksudnya ada 2. So therefore outcomes is 24. So let's look at another example. There are 3 roads connecting A to B, 2 roads connecting B to C, and 4 roads connecting C to D. How many ways to travel from A to D, such that A they must go through B and C? So maksudnya so ni ada town A, ini ada town B, ini ada town C, ini ada town D. Okay, daripada A to B there's 3 roads, 1, 2, 3, 3 roads, and then from B to C there's 2 roads, 1, 2, ada 2 road. From C to D there's 4 roads, ada 1, 2, 3, 4 roads. Okay, how many ways to travel from A to D? So we have to go through everything. Maksudnya actually it's 3 times 2 times 4. So answer, I let P to be A to B, and then Q to be B to C, and R to be C to D. So ways for ways for P3, for Q2, For R is 4 times everything. Therefore, there are 24 ways to go from A to D. And then another example. How many 7-character license plates are possible if the first 3 characters must be letters and the last 4 must be digits, which is from 0 to 9. And repeated characters are allowed. Okay, so maksudnya ada license plate ni ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, ada 7. The first 3 must be letters. Ni the first 3 must be letters. Letters maksudnya A, B, C, D semua tu. And A, B, C, D tu berapa? Ada 26. Okay. And yang ni adalah 0 to 9. Maksudnya kena digit. Sini maybe kena kosong atau 1 atau 2 ataupun whatever. Okay. And then from 0 to 9 ada 10. Okay. So maksudnya this first place patutnya 26. Second place pun 26. Yang ni pun 26. Yang ni semua 10, 10, 10, 10. That. So kalau macam tu, so I just, kalau I put it in sentence, I let S1, S2 sampai S7 be the slot for the license plate. And then for S1, slot 1 must be letters, so the 26. For S2, slot 2 must still be 26 sebab still repeated characters allowed. S3 still 26. S4 already kena jadikan digit, so ada 10 choices for digit. 0 until 9 ada 10. S5 also 10. S6 and 7 10. So times everything, 26 times 26 times 26 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. So times everything, you get 175760000 ways. Okay, next. So we did multiplication rule. Next we go to tree diagram rule ataupun addition rule. So this one is best if I show by example. So Kevin, a Form 5 student, has to choose whether he wants to study or work after his SPM examinations. If he chooses to work, he can find a job or start his own business. If he chooses to study, he can either choose STPM, A-level or diploma. How many choices does he have? So, kalau work tadi ada job or business. Kalau study tadi ada STPM, A-level or diploma. So, how many choices does he have actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, he has 5 choices. Just addition rule maksudnya you tambah ada berapa banyak choice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's look at another example. This one. 3 identical cubical dice are rolled. Find the number of possible different outcomes. So maksudnya sekarang ni ada 3 dice, dia campak semua sekali at the same time. Okay, bukan satu-satu, semua sekali dia campak. Macam so the number of outcome dia could be, yang keluar dice tu could be semua keluarkan nombor 1, 1, 1, 1, ataupun 2, 2, 2, ataupun 3, 3, 3. Another outcome that could come up is that semua tu lain, 1, 2, 3, ataupun 3, 4, 5, ataupun 1, 5, 6. Maksudnya semua is different. Or another thing that could happen is that 2 is same and 1 it is different. Contohnya 1, 1, 2 or 1, 1, 3 ataupun 2, 2, 6 ataupun 2, 2, 1 and so on. So we have to look at all these different outcome. So contohnya kalau all same tadi 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2 ada 6 outcome sebab sama ada 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 atau 6, 6, 6. So ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then another possible outcome is all different. Maksudnya 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 4 and so on. So kalau kira semuanya ni ada kira-kira 1, 2, 3 bla bla bla, you will get ada 20 outcomes in which they are all different. And then we list down for bila 2 sama 1 lain, 2 same 1 different. This is the outcome. Sama ada 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6 or 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 4, 1, 4. So maksudnya ni 2 sama 1 lain. Okay. So kalau kira semua sekali ni, you will have 30. And then the total number of different outcome would be 30 plus 6 plus 20 plus 30, which is 56 different outcomes. Okay, next. So we already did multiplication rule, tree diagram. Next we go to this one. n factorial. Okay, so this is under permutation. So permutation is concerned with position or order, ataupun layman's term dia is how many ways can we position this. Okay, so I will show you by example when we want to use n factorial. So example, let's say we have the following 8 people who are Brian's friend. Ada Sam, JC, Kwang Yung, Kaho, Kalam, Ziying, Wei Ting and Lachumi. And Brian wants to rank his friends according to his favorite friend to his least favorite friend. How many ways can he rank his friends? So sekarang ni maksudnya dia nak masuk nombor 1, nombor 2, nombor 3 sampailah nombor 8. Okay, so nombor 1 tadi could be A, could be Sam, ataupun could be B, could be JC, ataupun could be C, could be Kwang Yung, ataupun Kaho or Kalem or Zing, sampailah ada 8. So means for his favorite friend ada 8 choices. Okay, so for example tadi contohnya dia choose Kaho tau. So maksudnya Kaho dah tak boleh dipilih lah. So maksudnya for the second favorite friend ada tinggal 7 je choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maksud Sam, JC ataupun mana-mana. So kalau contohnya second dia choose Zing. So Zing tak boleh pilih, tinggal 6 lagi. And so on. Sampailah so maksudnya the first place tu ada 8 choices and then ada 7 and then ada 6 sebab orang semakin hilang. And then so cara untuk kira dia adalah ways to rank friends is 8 times 7 times 6. So ni first place second, third, fourth sampai dah the 8th place. 8 times 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 which is just 8 factorial or 40320 ways he can rank his friends. Okay, let's look at another example. How many ways can Sui Shen arrange 5 different balls? So we have 5 different balls. This one, all different color. So macam mana arrange? Could be merah the first one, or could be blue the first one, or could be green the first one, or black, or yellow. So contohnya, so maksudnya the first ball that he choose can be any of these colours. Contohnya dia dah pilih hijau, so tak boleh hijau, tinggal 4 je. So this one could be from any 4 and then ni dah pilih, so tak boleh, and so on. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So ways to arrange is 5 factorial. Or 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 120 ways. Let's look at another example. Many garage doors have remote access keypads outside the door. Let's suppose paying approaches a particular garage and notices 4 particular numbers are well used. If you assume the code uses all 4 numbers exactly once, how many 4-digit code does paying have to try? So ceritanya adalah ada satu keypad ni dekat depan garaj. So ada kan semua ada 9 dan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then paying notice antara semua ni macam ada 4 yang selalu guna. Contohnya ni. Ni macam nampak macam dah worn out lah. Nampak macam dah selalu ditekan. Contohnya 4 ni kan. Okay. And then kalau kita assume dia press ni sekali je untuk macam masuk kan. Contohnya yang ni ting 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 ataupun yang ni sekali je. So how many dia kena try untuk dia boleh masuk? Okay, so maksudnya sekarang ni I will let N1, N2, N3, N4 be first, second, third and fourth choice, fourth number respectively. So the first number untuk you choose tu could be daripada 4 ni. Could be number 2, could be number 5, could be number 6, could be number 8. Yes. So ada 4 choices. And then bila dah tu kita kata dia use once, so maksudnya tinggal 3 je, the second number. And then tinggal 2. And then the last ada 1. Therefore, the outcomes would be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is 24 ways dia kena try. And done.